All right, we should be finally live on YouTube. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. I do apologize for the wait. There was an issue with the YouTube app loading on my phone. I think there was a temporary server issue in my area because I did go open up a web browser and I was able to surf the internet, so it wasn't my connection. Sometimes, things happen on the Google/YouTube servers. You have to understand, folks, this is a global platform with over 2 billion people on it each month. And for it to work pretty much flawlessly most of the time is incredible. So my apologies, I was just able to load up the YouTube app and rock and roll. Queen says, hello, Lewis. Queen says, I'm here. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. We have a phenomenal topic to discuss today. It's another topic where if you folks just apply these principles, you don't even have to believe a word that comes out of my mouth. Just try these principles. If you apply these principles, you're going to start to see a huge shift, a huge change in your life. Because like I've said in the past many times, and just as Coach Corey Wayne says, which I mentioned Coach Corey Wayne's name in his title, I've got a couple people up front there that are stopped in the middle of my path. So I'm going to go around them. Coach Corey Wayne says, life is a negotiation. And it certainly is. And all of us have the opportunity to negotiate anything that we deal with or don't want to deal with in life, right? We all have choices to make, right? Everything that we do and everyone that we believe, whether their intentions are pure or not, let's say somebody's trying to fool us, right? It's our choice whether we want to believe them or not or give them a chance or not, right? So in essence, you only have yourself to blame for everything you do. And whenever people technically blame others for anything, it's because you realize you made a mistake. You took a chance with somebody that fooled you, right? And it happens sometimes, right? But don't let that get to you. I'm going to let these people get a little further ahead because they're walking a little bit slower than I am. I don't want to, get in their way. It's a man and his woman. They're taking a walk. They're holding hands. And that's beautiful. I enjoy that myself. When I have someone to enjoy it with, that is, right? You're good, says Queen. Welcome, Queen. Welcome, Mr. Wondering Haggis. Welcome, Lewis Fuller. Lewis, I'll have to catch the rest of your replay. I've had so many things come up lately, folks. I've been unable to attend everyone's live streams. I'm trying my best. There's just a lot going on in my professional and personal life. So I don't want you to think I'm not trying to support you if I can't make every single live stream. I just want to make it clear. I support each and every one of you. Especially, my moderators have been here for a while, and even my new moderators. And I want to support other people outside of my mod crew as well, if you're open to that help. But the mods are more like collaborators. They're practically other YouTubers. And we're working together to spread each other's messages, right? Collab, short for collaboration. Let's see here. Got 12 in the box so far. We have 6 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I feel really good today. My pinched nerve is almost gone. I feel it at the final stages of healing. My body's becoming regular again. When you have a pinched nerve, it can affect you in many ways. If that pinched nerve is on your lower right back, okay, because of a herniated disc, basically it travels all the way down, one side of your leg and all the way down to your foot. And it even affects you in the groin area and in the buttocks. And, when you need to, let's be professional here and say, need to make a bowel movement. We all know what a bowel movement is, right? I'm an ad-friendly channel here. Let's talk ad-friendly terminology. Why not, right? It's called the bowel movement, right? We call it taking a dump or an S, right? But it's a bowel movement, right? When you have a pinched nerve, and that nerve runs alongside your groin as a man, or your other part as a woman, and your buttocks, it affects your muscles from functioning as properly as possible to be able to push your bowel movement through, right? And that's partially why I had some constipation earlier on this year. Even though I've had constipation all my life, it was worse because of the pinched nerve when it was at its height about 11 months ago. But now I'm proud to say that I'm almost completely back to normal. And I thank God and our wonderful bodies that, are a self-healing mechanism as long as we take care of it, right? It's amazing how the body can heal itself over time if you allow it to do so, right? Let me stop over here and check the chat real quick in the shade. We are all busy sometimes. Can you spare my ears, please? I've had a day of hell with pain in my legs. I've been having a lot of arthritis in my knee lately. Yeah, Lewis, when we get into our 40s or even our late 40s like myself, I'm in pretty good shape and I take care of myself. But it can happen to anyone. It can happen to the best of us that take care of ourselves as best as possible. Things happen. When things happen, you need to take the right steps to prevent yourself from getting worse. If you can remedy the pain, or if you identify what the issue is and it starts heading in the right direction, you may not need to see a doctor. But if you can't, after a certain amount of time, go see your doctor. They'll figure it out for you and get you on a regimen that's going to heal you and get you back to as normal as possible. So, yeah. So anyway, let's get right to it, folks, because there's a lot to discuss today regarding this topic. I'm hoping American Dream will pop on in. He popped in before the show started. Shout out to you, American Dream. If you're there, American Dream, I hope you're going to be on this stream at least for part of it. So, we can have a little chat back and forth, because I do want to work with you on some things. I did mention you yesterday on my streams, and just want to make sure you understand where I came from. Obviously, American Dream is still here. He's still a moderator. He's still a channel member. And he posted on this, or within this live chat about an hour ago. So it's all good. It's all good. So let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from Red Morton Park in Redwood City, California. This is episode number 103. Sometimes you get some dudes that are hanging out, and they're smoking the 420. So I'm going on the other side. It's like their favorite hangout spot. Give me just a second here. Let's come on over here. Let's come on over here. All right. Anyway, today's topic is scarcity creates value. Scarcity creates value. And I forgot the second part of the topic. It'll pop back into my head in just a few here. Whew. Scarcity creates value. I'll share more about what that means in just a few here. Queen, if you can give me a little help, put the title in the stream. I forgot the second part. It's another very, very important part of this stream. Let me see here. Well, I saw one community posting from JB Mike that he's in Vegas. That is a place where people can get married pretty easily. Well, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I don't know what to think about all this, to be honest with you. Things do happen. I also know JB very well. And hey, whatever he does on YouTube for entertainment or in reality or a combination of both, that's on him. Right? And let me make something very clear here. Okay, I'm not heading back the other way. I'm not heading back the other way no matter what happens. I'm not getting upset. Oh man, see, these people interrupt me all the time here, right? I just ignore them. Like I said, I'm not going the other way no matter what. I'm never getting triggered again. I'm not getting upset. I've learned to understand this YouTube game a lot better. What I will say is that it is ironic to me that, 2 days ago, JB wasn't feeling well. He did a stream, taking a couple of weeks off. He said he was going to the doctor. And next thing you know, he apparently said he went to the doctor, got some shots or whatever. Feels better. Next thing you know, he's in Vegas, and now you're saying he's getting married. That's quite a turn of events in like less than 48 hours. Which is, no disrespect, JB. You do you. Makes me a little leery about all of it. Is it impossible? No. Is it highly unlikely? Yes. But listen, I'm not going to sit here and play the fool. I'm just going to call it as I see it. But at the same time, I respect what JB wants to do, whether it's for entertainment purposes, whether it's real, whether it's a combination of both. There are many YouTubers out here on this platform that combine reality with a little bit of fluff, right? And I'm not talking smack. I'm just stating the facts. It's just the guy's not feeling well. He's had COVID a couple times. But JB, if you're actually in Vegas and you're getting married, congratulations, dude. That's quite quick. That's quite quick, but hey, you know, getting married does have its benefits to a certain extent. For tax purposes, you can file jointly. There are some benefits to being married outside of the actual benefits of what it was made for, to have kids and to share your love with somebody and all that. But look, look, I wish JB the best of luck in whatever his heart desires. I wish him much happiness and success. If I can help him become more successful in any way, shape, or form, good, bad, or indifferent, like I said, folks, I'm not turning back the other way. And a lot of people on the other side are going to be, okay, this appears like a setup. This appears like it's going down the same path it went down last year or the year before. And no, it's not. I'll tell you why it's not. Because regardless of what happens, it's up to me what I want to react to and don't want to react to, right? So, hey, he's been doing this for 15 years. If anyone understands how to keep an audience engaged on YouTube, it's JB Gunner. If anyone knows how to stir the pot to keep things interesting, it's JB Gunner. I'm not saying that disrespectfully, JB. I'm saying that with respect. And I'm saying this, JB, so you understand that I've truly learned how to play this YouTube game. It is somewhat of a game, whether you like playing games or not. I don't like playing games, but it is somewhat of a game. It is about keeping your audience's attention. It's about doing things that are different, that are going to keep people tuned in. I understand that. But Mike, you tell me, does that make sense? There he is. Oh, there you are. Hey, JB. JB, I'm not majoring in minor things. JB, I'm just messing with you, dude. I'm just saying anything can happen. It's all good, JB. I didn't expect you to even be on here, being on vacation or getting married. I don't know. I saw one community post that you're in Vegas. Now this dude in my chat I barely even know is saying you're getting married. If so, congratulations. It's just pretty fast, man. It's all good though, dude. It's all good. It's no big deal. Wedding isn't until tomorrow. Dude, congratulations if that's happening, man. Hey. Have you planned this for a while? Hey, dude, look. I'm not going back the other way. All I was saying was, hey, we've all seen some pretty crazy things out here on YouTube, right? We've all seen some crazy things out here on YouTube. I'm filming it just like the last one I made the decision about 36 hours ago. Well, I'm curious to know, JB, did you do it for tax purposes? I know you probably love the woman, which is great. That's the main reason to do it, right? But there are tax benefits to being married to someone. Are you legally getting married? You're legally getting married, right? Wow. That's a game changer. That's interesting. Anyway, I gotta get out of the way. There's some kids coming over here. I have my reasons. Okay. Legally getting married. Yes, my divorce went through months ago. Oh, congratulations. So Chrissy finally signed the papers then. Actually, no, you signed the papers. Sorry, you had to sign the papers. She wanted the papers signed, so you signed the papers actually, dude. I'm proud of you, bro. Seriously. If that's what happened, I'm proud of you. Wow. Maybe this is a reform. I'm seriously proud of you, JB. No matter what anyone thinks, a lot of people are gonna think this is a game, right? And seriously, if this has been a move to change your life in the right direction and really have what you want, bro, I'm happy for you. Despite what's happened in the past, I'm happy for you. Let me see here. So we're going to talk about the scarcity mindset and majoring in minor things. That's what I forgot. Sorry, I've had a lot going on. We'll get to that in just a few minutes or so. She wanted half my stuff in her divorce. I said no. So you settled for less, I'm assuming. I mean, it's none of our business unless you want to tell us. I mean, that's up to you. I got to cross the street because there's a city worker blowing leaves. I'll cross over here and cross back once I pass him. Anyway, she got 0 because I divorced her using the secret technique, the classified ads. Okay. Either that, dude, or she just got tired of you not signing the papers and just said, okay, it's not worth fighting this anymore. Let's just, settle for nothing and move on. Because pretty much that's how it's going to end up anyway. So good for you, man. Good for you. I'm happy that you finalized your divorce and you're moving on. You're getting remarried. That is kind of quick, bro. I mean, I don't think you've even known this woman for a year. But hey, if she's the one, she's the one. And at our age, in our 40s, bro, you got to take more chances. Like, if I were to meet a woman that was 35 or 37 years old, I'd probably move pretty fast too, because I'd still want to try to have kids. So I can understand that. There are a lot of people out here today. Lots of kids on bikes, lots of cars driving by, lots of workers, lots of distractions, right? This is what you have to deal with when you're live streaming on the streets, right? I make it sound like these streets are horrible. These are some of the safest streets on the planet, but you know what I'm saying. I'm on the streets. If you post a notice to divorce and can't find the spouse, they put it in public notice area and give them 90-day respond. I've handled all 3 of the marriages the same way. Cool. That makes sense, bro. That makes sense. It's like serving somebody by publication. But you have to get that approved by the judge, I'm assuming, right? Same way with restraining orders. You could do mail by publication. You could do serving by publication or mail. But you have to get that approved by the judge. So good. Congratulations. American Dream, welcome to the show, bro. We haven't even started yet. I'm almost done. I've almost done 1 lap around the park. And I've been talking with JB. He's in Vegas getting married tomorrow. And JB, look, hey, listen, I wasn't trying to say anything negative earlier. I was just saying, man, this was quick. He went from Monday being really sick to taking a couple weeks off, to going to the doctor, feeling better. Now you're in Vegas and getting married. I mean, dude, you have to understand that that's a lot of events in just like 48 hours, bro. But hey, that's your life. It's interesting. It's fast. It's fun. It's entertaining for the audience. I get it, dude. This is good. This is good stuff, man. So let's get to it, folks. The scarcity mindset. Like I said earlier, this is episode 103 of the Walking with Purpose live edition. So what's the scarcity mindset? Okay. Well, what does scarcity mean? Or something that's scarce mean? For those of you that can't put two and two together. For example, think about supply and demand, right? Think about supply and demand. Let's say somebody creates a product. That's an awesome product, but there's a limited supply, right? There's a limited supply, right? What happens when someone creates an awesome product, but the supplies are limited? The value goes way up, right? People will pay more for it. Man, I cannot get a clear path today. I'm going to have to come on the other side. Oh, I forgot. I haven't been here in a while. There's that crazy dog over there that wants to bite my nuts off. So I got to pass by it on this side before I cross. So supply and demand, right? If there's a large supply, then the value is lower, right? If there's a short supply, the value increases tremendously, right? Oh, excuse me. Anti-inflammatory steroids and antibiotics help. I do live a fast life. I'm reckless, but we only have one life to live, brother. I appreciate life. Well, I appreciate that, dude. And hey, again, listen, my apologies. I wasn't coming at you, and I'm not saying you're saying I was. But I'm just like, this is typical JB. He's here one day, he's there the next day. Sick as a dog one day, miraculously better the next day. I mean, dude, listen, you have to understand how it looks, right? But yeah, it's all good, man. I'm happy for you. I just keep it real, dude. But hey, no, it's all good, man. So the scarcity mindset, right? Yesterday, I did a stream that primarily was discussing the major issue why many, if not most women nowadays feel entitled. It's because of the beta male orbiters, right? Now, in my title of the stream, I put Coach Corey Wayne in parentheses because I only put Corey Wayne because I didn't have enough space to put Coach in there, but people know who he is. He created those quotes. I mean, he didn't create them, but he uses those quotes all the time and explains them very clearly, right? So I was talking about the beta males and how the beta males, they further empower, and pretty much give women the feeling of entitlement when it comes to control of relationships between men and women nowadays, right? So today, I'm going to more so clarify that on how to turn that around by not having the scarcity mindset. So here's the thing. We all know that most people meet online nowadays, right? And because of that, men and women have lots of options, but women have 10 times, if not more than 10 times, the amount of options as men do because of what I've been saying, the thirsty beta males. Coach Corey Wayne says 97% of the men in this world don't have a clue on how to handle this, right? And he wrote a book called How to Be a 3% Man. I highly suggest you read it. He also wrote a book called Mastering Yourself. I highly suggest you read it. These are unpaid endorsements, no links. I've read them both. You want to be a 3% man because it's going to help you stand out amongst the thirsty beta males that are sitting in backup status of most women out there that have tons more options than you do, than all men do, right? Because of the way it is with these thirsty beta males, right? Thirsty, right? So, for example, let's say you connect with a woman online. I use Match.com. Let's use that for example purposes, right? And she's talking to 100 other guys. Let's just use 100 other guys for example purposes, right? Or 99 other guys. You're the 100th guy she's talking with, right? So let's say 99 of those guys are beta males, and they're beta male conformists, and they cater to her every wants and needs, which is what she may think she wants, but that's not what she responds to, right? Remember, I've said in the past, what women say they want and what they respond to are two totally different things, right? So if I'm that one alpha guy that comes into the picture and I'm talking with her and I don't put her on a pedestal, I don't suck up to her. If she says something stupid, I call her out on it, even on a first phone call. If she's late for a first phone call, I make her aware of that my time is very valuable, right? If I call her out and don't let her get away with things that 99 out of 100 other men let her get away with, what's going to happen? Initially, she's going to think I'm a jerk. She's going to think I'm a piece of crap. She's going to think that, you know, I'm a really cocky guy or arrogant guy. Well, cocky is true. Cocky, funny is great. Women love that. Arrogant is bad. I'm not arrogant. I am cocky. But I have balls to call you out on your BS that 99 out of 100 other men are not calling you out on. And you know you're BSing them. And when they conform to your BS, you know you've got them, right? And you keep them in backup status, right? And these are the guys you talk to occasionally by phone, or maybe meet up with them every now and then just for a dinner. And these are the guys you don't sleep with, right? Now, again, going back to the alpha male, let's use me for example, right? If I don't conform to all of the BS that she's throwing to the way of the other men, yes, she'll be initially upset and she'll be like, I can't play this guy. This guy's a jerk, right? So what happens? Sometimes women will give you a chance and say you're different. They'll go out with you and it works out. But most of the time nowadays, they'll just can you. They'll hang up on you, right? They may ghost you, right? What happens down the road? She'll go back to those thirsty beta males. She'll go on dates with the top 10, the best of the best beta males, the ones that are the least beta but are still beta. She'll go out with those, right? And then when she realizes that these guys have no spine and she's bored because she can control them and manipulate them, right? She comes back and wonders, I wonder how that Eli guy's doing. He called me out on my crap. I didn't really like it, but he was right. But it's not that I didn't really like it. I actually love it because he stood up to me, right? And then what happens? Sometimes, right? Maybe many times. Not every time, but many times. You know, she'll unblock you, right? And if you haven't blocked her, you know, she'll maybe text you, hey, Eli, how you doing? Oh, hey, whoever it is, right? I thought you decided to move on. Oh, you know, I've been thinking about things. Really? What have you been thinking about? I've been thinking about that you're really different than most of the other guys I've encountered. And in my head, I'm like, I'm different than any other guy you've encountered, right? Now, in essence, she's submitting to you because Hey, when she decided to not give you the chance initially because you're the alpha and she's getting everything else from the betas, you didn't call her, you didn't text her, you didn't email her, you went on with your life. You didn't give a care. You're like, screw this, I don't need this, right? And it makes her wonder why, right? It makes you stand out. Additionally, when I talk to women, I talk to multiple women too. It's just when I find one to settle down with, the rest of them I'm done. I'll block them. I get rid of them. I don't have women on backup status like a lot of women do with men, right? I got 5 other women waiting in the queue, or 10, right? What does that do? It gives me the abundance mindset, right? If I went into this type of woman with a scarcity mindset, I might be behaving differently like those beta males. And then she would be looking at me in the same way she's looking at the 99 other men, right? But because I have the abundance mindset, right? Whether it works out or not, I could care less, right? And I'm letting her know that. I'm like, listen, if you're going to play games, I'm going to move on. Go and hang out with the thirsty beta males and see how it works out for you. And like Coach Corey Wayne says, you got to be like the cool James Bond, because at the end of the day, most of the time they'll find their way back to you, right? And if they come crawling back to you, in essence, it's them submitting, saying, man, Eli, I haven't met a guy like you. You didn't try to chase me. You didn't try to suck up to me. You didn't fall for my bullshit, right? Hi. You always have fans at the park. That's just the way it goes. Being a public figure has its benefits and setbacks and other things you have to deal with, right? I'll get to the chat in just a second. There are a lot of people out. I think COVID restrictions have been somewhat lifted, so you're starting to get more people out. So you'll see a lot more people on these streams. If you have the abundance mindset and you're not attached to any particular outcome, another thing Coach Corey Wayne says, when you're talking with a woman like this and you really don't care whether it works out or not, she's going to pick up on the fact that, hey, you're cool either way, right? It makes you more attractive, right? It makes you valuable, right? Because now, in her eyes, she's realizing that men like you are scarce, right? She's realizing that men like you are scarce, right? And she may, I'm not saying she won't come across another man like you down the road, but it's very rare that she comes across a man like this, right? Most of the guys, 97% of the men she'll encounter in her life will be beta males, right? So she knows that she's got something here, right? And because I played my cards right, let her go, figure it out on her own, didn't chase her down, didn't get butt hurt. Now she's back. Now she's chasing me, right? That's the way it should be. I don't chase women. I don't freaking chase women. I show my interest, and if they show interest and they're cool, kind of like my ex Dana was, it was easy. Her and I met, we hit it off right away. We had a great relationship for a year and a half. I didn't chase her. She kind of chased me a little bit. She did. But she didn't really have to chase me that much because it was a natural thing. It felt right. But yes, women need to do all the chasing. If a woman's not chasing you, she's not into you. Women that say, I don't chase men, stay away from those. They're not ready for a real relationship. They're just going to play games. Women that really are into you are going to hunt you down. They're going to try to break your door down to get in if you don't let them in, right? That's how women are. If they're not doing it, and I'm not saying that literally, it's a figure of speech, but I think you know what I'm saying. If they're not chasing you, they want nothing to do with you romantically, at least. At best, they'll put you in backup status, friend zone with the rest of the thirsty beta males, right? It's just the way it goes. Let me get under this tree over here, get into some shade, and then I'll read the chat. I know you guys are chatting. You guys and gals are chatting. JB looks like a tough man, good recovery potential. Yeah. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Yeah, I remember that, JB. That dog is not going to bother you, says Queen. Okay. I missed part of the chat, so sorry, folks. Dream 1.5 says, it's a frame of mind, right, Coach? I need to get used to the different psychological approach. I've gotten so used to being too nice to girls and I turn them off. I would rather reform my thoughts and process and be an alpha and get the girl in my dreams. Dream, let me ask you something, dude. Do you have self-respect, bro? It's not a game, dude. It's not a game. It's not a psychological game. It's not. It's about respecting yourself and setting boundaries and saying, hey, look, I'm not going to let anyone get in the way of accomplishing what's right for my life. That includes women, right? A lot of guys think this is psychological warfare between men and women. No, it's not. It's not. Like I said again, it's about self-respect, standing up for what you believe in, self-pride and dignity, right? And setting boundaries, right? Women set boundaries all the time, right? They set boundaries on men, right? So, men, you set boundaries with them. Hey, look, if you're not going to be on time for our phone calls, even when we're getting to know each other, or while we're getting to know each other, what's that going to say about, the rest of who you are? What other things am I going to find out about you that are going to make me go the other way? Right? When you first meet someone, typically people are on their best behavior even if they have other things to hide, right? A lot of women nowadays show their cards up front because, see, the thing is they're used to dealing with beta males that will conform to whatever they do, good, bad, or indifferent, right? Then they come across a guy like myself or JB, right, or an alpha male, right? And we look for those things. We go into it shit testing them out of the gate. They're shit testing us, but we're shit testing them at the same time, right? So, Dream, this is not about psychological warfare with women. This is not about, playing a game or anything. This is about respecting yourself. If you don't respect yourself, bro, and stand up for what you believe in, and you allow women to treat you differently than you deserve to be treated. See, Dream, don't you want a woman to treat you the way you would treat her? If a woman's going to treat you differently than you would treat her, then why even give her the time of day? Then why let that slide? Why not call that a, hey, I don't like your attitude? Why? It's horrible. Well, you're not going to have a chance with me. I don't want a chance with a woman like you. Your attitude's horrible. I'll find someone that has a better attitude, right? Then those women will think about it. They'll get pissed. They'll hang up on you, right? And then they'll call you back a few days later. Oh, Eli, I'm so sorry. I was being a real B word, right? Yes, you were. So what can I do for you, ma'am? Will you give me another chance? I'll give you another chance, but I'll tell you, if you ever do that to me again, it's over. Right? See, the problem with you and other guys, Dream, is that you look at a woman's beauty, Dream. You sit there and Dream, I love you like a brother. That's why I'm telling you this so you can learn, right? You're on your streams. You're there like a sick puppy dog saying, oh, Jenny from the block is hot, right? You think she cares about that, Dream? You think she respects that, right? Let me tell you something. Jenny from the block, for example, doesn't like me, right? Is not happy with me, right? But I bet you she respects me a lot more than she respects you. You know why? Because I'm not putting up with her crap. She went rogue, and she tried to cover it up, and I called her out, and I moved on, right? But see, Dream, instead of you calling her out on her BS, right? You sit there and say she's hot, And boy, I'd like to tear that up, right? And you're giving her that validation that every other thirsty beta male is giving her, right? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Dream. I'm stating the facts, dude. That's what's happening, right? It is that type of behavior from men that's further enabling and entitling these women to behave in these just horrific ways, in my opinion, nowadays, right? You're enabling this entitled behavior that men or women shouldn't have, period. I think I put them on too high a pedestal, right? Yes, Dream, and you continue doing that. Dream, we've talked about this many times. I mean. How you doing, Cameron? Welcome to the show. I only hang out with myself. That's it, says Queen. I'm not going to talk about Gavin Newsom. He's got his own issues. I hear what you're saying, though, Queen. I've been keeping my nose out of the politics lately. I know what's going on. I just don't want to talk about it. There are more important things to talk about, right? Politics to me are almost like drama. It is drama. Oh boy. Somebody's coming. I'm just gonna wait here. That's the problem with this sidewalk here, especially during COVID times. It's too narrow to walk past people. So, I'm not wearing a mask either. She was wearing a mask and I just turned away. That's what you do. Haven't had it one time. It's all good. So Dream, do you understand how you're coming off? And I'm not saying this to criticize you. I love you like a brother, dude. See, you do the same thing with GLM. You do like a lot of guys in this community, this former community we used to be involved with, Dream, that you still kind of are, because you're still going toe to toe with them. Put women on such a high pedestal. Oh, she's so hot. Big deal. What does that matter? Right? Sure, okay. Maybe Jenny from the block is hot. I've never seen a picture of her, and I don't care to see one. You know why? Because I'm never going to meet her. And listen, she can live her own life. I'm not talking smack about her. I'm just saying that she has no purpose in my life. Probably never will, right? So why would I even care to see a picture of her? I don't care. You guys, this is a clear example. You guys are overly validating women. And you guys are the ones that are allowing women to have this entitled behavior with men nowadays. And it affects good alpha males like me too. It does. It does. It gives women more options to the point of where they can treat alpha males like or like myself, like crap. We have to work harder. We have to work harder because of the betas. I couldn't talk. My wife walked in the room. Dude, see, no disrespect, dude. You're the man. You may still live with your wife, but you're the man, dude. You're letting her control you, right? Don't let her control you, dude. You're the man. You have the penis, dude. Now, if you're trying to be respectful, right? And you're trying to keep her from whining and yelling, I can understand that, dude. But if that's the way it is, then why don't you get yourself out of that situation, bro? It's not a healthy situation, man. And part of the reasons why you're probably behaving the way you're behaving is because you feel stuck with your wife. And so you're going to the internet to look at these other hot girls and say that they're hot, and it's making you look bad, dude. No disrespect. I mean, you shouldn't really care about what people think about you on the internet, but a lot of people do, right? I'm just keeping it real, dude. I love you like a brother. I really care. I want to help. I can't help you or anyone else if you continue doing the opposite of what works. It's not even about what I'm saying. I've learned these principles living life and following other coaches and other philosophies. I've learned this stuff. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to tell you or anyone what to do. I'm just saying that if you continue doing the opposite of these principles that are known to work and get you back on track, you're going to further go the other way, right? I mentioned the other day, yesterday on my stream, Dream, I'll save you the time from going back to watch the replays. You're saying, Dream, that you're tired of people cutting your videos and re-uploading them, right? Yet you're doing the same thing to them. You're cutting their videos and re-uploading them, right? One side has to stop before there's any chance of it ending, right? And because you, sir, are the more mature one, or should be, right? If you cut them off and give them nothing, they have nothing to cut. Eventually, they're going to get bored. Like these trolls have gotten bored with me. They have no new content on me, right? I haven't given them anything because I'm never going to again, right? And they're scrounging for new stuff, right? A lot of them have even stopped simulcasting me. They've even stopped their membership packages that they were selling or reselling my content on. If you haven't noticed, bro, you know why they stopped? They stopped because I don't give them anything to use, right? I don't care. I've moved on. I'm doing my own thing. I don't go on panels with them. I don't let them come on panels that I'm on. I don't give them any opportunity to make any content on me, right? You got to remove all negativity from your life, bro, before you can truly be yourself and have what you want and get what you want. And part of that negativity, with no disrespect to your wife, is being in that marriage that you don't want to be a part of. Until you pull the trigger, bro, nothing's ever going to change, right? Either you pull the trigger and leave, or work things out with her and be good to her and be intimate with her, and then it's all good. But it's one or the other, bro. It's one or the other. You got to make a choice. And the longer you delay that choice, the further south you're going to head instead of north, bro. That's the truth, man. I love you like a brother. I do. I seriously do. I hope you don't take offense to this. If you do, I can't control that, right? That's just me. My divorce has been final for almost a year. Well, Queen's smashing the trolls in here. JB, you don't owe these people anything, man. You know that. JB, you're the last person I'm ever going to tell what to do out here. But quite frankly, dude, you don't owe them anything, and neither do I. So you're going to be broadcasting your wedding tomorrow, JB, live? You're going to create an event from your phone? You're going to let us know in advance? I figured there was something up when you didn't get back to me. We were going to talk today. I figured something was up, and then I saw your post, and I saw you were in Vegas. And then somebody told me in this chat, I guess you made another post I didn't see, at least not yet, that you're getting married. Wow. Yeah, post the event, man. Post the event. A lot of people are going to be talking about it, and that's okay. And you expect it. Some will be good, some will be bad. You know what the other side will say. But JB, you did get my email last night, right? I sent you an email regarding another stream that I was watching last night. I'll just say this, it was pretty pathetic. I won't be broadcasting live because I won't be showing the woman, but I will edit video after. That's a pretty smart thing. Nightbot's like, at JB Gunner TV Underground, you are attempting to use a block word. Don't worry, Nightbot cannot ban moderators. He'll still give you a warning. I turned on warnings again just as a joke. Just ignore Nightbot, JB. Moderators, Nightbot cannot time you out or block you. He can only block or warn or time out. So he can only time out or block non-moderators. But JB, let me ask you this. You had sent me something similar as what I sent you last night. And without saying too much, because obviously, this is not the right time to go public on it, if ever. But if you decide to go public on it, if we do a show when you come back, that'll be the right time, if ever. But it's the same thing. Do you really think, JB, that change that you discussed with me privately and kind of even talked a little bit about on your show that I was on with Dream as well, do you think that change is kind of being noticed and happening? Like, I don't know how much you want to say, it's up to you, but do you see something shifting, JB? Because I certainly do. I'm curious if your intuition sees the same thing. And by the way, I think Janet is going to be going live very soon. I'm going to try to make her show when I get back to my place. I may go live later on tonight again from the studio. I probably will at some point. It might be a late night show. I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, I connected with Janet behind the scenes. And we're going to be talking Friday afternoon by phone. I just wanted to make you aware out of respect. She's from the gun squad. And although a lot of people may think it sounds stupid to do things this way, this is how I am. I always respect the people that connect me with somebody, especially somebody of high caliber that's at my level and JB's level of doing things. You know what I mean? Appreciate the respect, bro. I'm not sure because I don't focus on the other side too often. Yeah, no worries. I don't really either. It's funny to see the shift. The only reason why I look into it every now and then, JB, is because it's part of what I do. I like seeing changes in people. I like seeing things happen that I predicted would happen years ago, right? So I don't have any vested interest beyond that. But yeah, there's a little more benefit for me to be vested into it a little bit compared to you. I'm not feeding into it. I just occasionally will check and see how much faster these people are declining than we already predicted they would. It's all about respect for me. And you see, I started to learn. Also, it's all about respect out here on YouTube as well. While we may have fun and games out here sometimes, at the end of the day, regardless, it's about respecting other creators. JB, there was one time, and everybody's made fun of it since that point, including me. I'll admit it, but it makes sense. We go back to the time where you said, you need to pay homage and respect to those who built you. I think that was when you were upset at that other dude, right? Not me. Right? I was like, wow. That was big news for a while in this community, or in that community that we used to be a part of. But here's the thing, it was another lesson learned, right? You do need to pay homage and respect to those who built you and who help you. I think, in other words, JB was saying, hey, if I help you move forward in some way, shape, or form, and it helps you gain some traction and make some money, I just want to feel appreciated, right? And that's all I'm doing, so other people don't think I'm trying to suck up to JB. I'm just being appreciative of them connecting me with a high caliber woman that does something similar as I do. It's a great connection, right? And she's been wanting to talk with me. And I've been saying, yeah, we'll schedule it. I just want to run it by JB first. I don't want to step on his toes. I'm not stepping on anyone's toes on YouTube ever again, ever. And I never tried to do it intentionally in the first place, right? Anyway, Dream, are you still here? Respect to both you gentlemen. JB says, homage and respect in the chat. With my health and travel currently, I barely had time to watch you, but I try not to miss a stream. JB, you don't have to be here all the time. You can watch the replay. You don't have to watch it. But I think you enjoy the people here. And there are some good people here. You know I don't expect you to be here all the time, but you have been. That's on you, right? And after you come back, I'd love to participate more on your end, if that's cool with you and your audience. But we'll talk more about that down the road. Again, it's like I just want to ease back into things slowly and not overstep anyone's boundaries or grounds, right? That's what I've been focused on for the last 6 to 9 or 10 months. Since I sold my insurance business. Somebody sent a $1 super chat. Let me check that out. That was probably Dream. Let me see here. How come I can't see it? How come I never saw it? Who sent that super chat? I'm here, Coach. Were you the one that sent that super chat? The OG should always be respected. It is the way this game goes. I respect everyone that shows me respect. You showed me respect by deleting the page on Brian, so you get my respect 100%. Well, JB, it's a lot more than just that website. I know that website meant the world to you, all right? I understand me deleting that meant the world to you. Yes, you did have a huge part. The biggest part in me deleting that, yes. But overall, thinking about it, it was the right thing to do. You had an influence on making it happen sooner than I was going to do it. I give you credit for that, right? But there's more to it than that, than just that website, dude. There's more to it than that. And I appreciate everything more beyond just that website. I think you do too. But I think what you're saying, in essence, that was the start. That was the beginning. That was a good faith move, is what you're saying. And a good faith move that you did in more ways than one. I didn't expect it. You came and donated a good amount of money yourself. I don't know if you brought Janet over there or she came on her own free will. And she donated a good amount of money. I did not expect that. You showed many signs of good faith, right? And then these people that scrutinize us are trying to destroy this, right? They've tried to destroy it. I don't know if you've seen. You don't pay attention. I'll tell you, I pay a little bit of attention, but I don't say anything typically. But they've been trying to destroy this, right? They've been trying to do other things to try to get me to fight against you and American Dream. I'm not going to go into any further detail, but the other side has been trying to get myself to fight against you and Dream. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be real with you folks. I'm going to respect you folks, but I'm going to be real at the same time, right? And what the other side doesn't know is that I've learned to play this game better. You'll never trigger me ever again. And even if somebody leaves, even if JB or Dream or both of them leave, which I'm not saying they are, just for example purposes, right? Even if they leave, hey, I'm not going to get mad. Hey, sometimes things don't work out. Handle it professionally and maturely, right, Dream? Right, American Dream 1.5? Are you in here on 1.5? Thank you for the super chat. That was you, Dream. Thank you for the $1 super chat. I appreciate it. Exactly. I feel no anger towards you after that. The other side knows how to trigger you. They will try to trigger you using us. They've already tried, JB. They try every day. It doesn't work. It will never work again. JB, mark my words. I will never be triggered on YouTube again. Ever. Will I respond? You see, JB, there's a difference between reacting and responding, right? Reacting is getting triggered. Responding with a little bit of emotion, right? And a little bit of umph, right? So you're not boring like that other dude on the other side, right? Is a different thing. They're two different things. Reacting and responding, I'm going to do a video on that. High Plain Bear. Who are you? Thank you for the $1 super chat. You super chatted $1 yesterday. High Plains Bear. Cameron. Who are you? Are you Blue Ball Brandon or a Sicily? Not many people know the in the box phrase. 29 in the box. You're doing great. It's not a big deal. I'm not even watching that. But thank you. Oh, jeez. JB Gutter TV Underground, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hashtag Trigger Fun. JB, when you get back, just know we're gonna get you back. Right, Dream? Dream, instead of donating money to that other spoiled early 30s kid living on the streets, you can donate some of your money to JB Gunner, right, American Dream? Oh, shit, man. You became a channel member? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Do you have channels enabled on your channels, JB? I haven't looked into that. Because if you do, then Dream, you'll become a member, right? Dream, you tell me. Jesus Christ. JB, when you get back, we need to talk. Because I understand this at the level you get it now. American Dream 1.5 with the $2 super chat. Hashtag Trigger Fund. Guys, in no way, shape, or form was I trying to incite donations. But obviously something I said must have triggered you to donate. It triggered you to donate. That's a good way of being triggered, right? You have to be triggered to donate, right? More money, more money, more money. LOL says Dream. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you for the membership, JB. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. Oh, geez, another one. $3 from JB Gunner TV Underground. Hashtag Trigger Fund. Hashtag making it rain, rain, rain. Like James Cox, right? Oh, thank you, man. You know we'll get you back when you're back. We'll light up that super chat. Okay, I don't want to go broke in Vegas. These drinks are already expensive. It's all good, dude. I appreciate it. You didn't need to do that, but I understand the sentiment you were trying to make there. I appreciate it. When you get back, we'll talk when you get back, if you want. Because, let me put it to you this way, JB. I think you finally realize that I understand how this works. Maybe not quite as good as you do, but pretty close. I think you understand that I get how this works now, right? Makes sense? You don't have to go that much further into it and spoil the future fun, right? But yeah, no problem, brother. No, thank you. Thank you. Let me see here. You're starting to get it. Right, right. And is it fair to say, and I know you really don't care, but is it fair to say that a lot of other people that we've associated with in the past still don't get it? They don't get it. I think that would be a fair statement. Oh, yeah. Let me see. I will try to go live again tomorrow, says Lewis. Okay, Lewis. I will do my best to be there tomorrow morning. I'll get to bed early tonight. They don't get it. They are too emotionally connected to the fuckery. Okay. American Dream 1.5 says it comes from the heart, but I generally just think you're a cool dude, Coach Eli. I appreciate that dream. But it's not about me being a cool dude. I appreciate that. It's not about me wanting respect or validation from you, dude. It's about me wanting to help you get to that same level. You deserve to be there, man, and you've got that. And I'll tell you, there's only one thing holding you back, bro. It's you keep holding on to being with your wife, and it is affecting every aspect of your life, bro. I mean, that's the truth, man. I think once you fix that, bro, and get out of that misery, and I know you care about her, dude, and that's okay. I get that. That's fine. But you can't sit there and give up the rest of your life when you don't feel the same way for her as she feels about you, just because you don't want to hurt her feelings or you care, bro. You got to move on. You got to move on. You got to find the strength and move on. Until you do, it's going to affect you completely, bro. I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's the truth, man. It's the freaking truth, man. You need a little shoving, bro, from myself, JB, some other people. We've all been through this stuff, man. I've never been married, but I've been in relationships like that before, bro. It sucks, man. Why keep yourself living in misery, dude? I would never do that, right? I've done enough to myself in the past, man. I don't have time for that at my age of 47, you know? I just checked High Plains Bears in the search. He joined YouTube in 2015. Well, I don't know who they are. It's okay. They're cool. They've been donating, which I don't expect anyway, and they're not causing problems. I'm just curious where these people are coming from. That's all. That's all. If they're coming from JB, I want to thank him. If they're coming from other people, I want to thank them. If they're just somehow finding me through search or discovery or whatever, I want to thank them anyways. I want to thank them for finding me, you know? I like to pay props to people. Queen, can you post the second part of my topic again? I already forgot what the topic of the second half was. I want to talk about that briefly before I go off the air. So you never know how some of these live shows are going to go. Especially after what I found out about JB today. That was, wow. I'm still shocked, man. I thought you'd never get married again. I'm sure you'll get some heat for that, but you don't care, and I don't blame you. Because, hey, if I find a good woman to get married, I'll do the same thing. I'll do it the right way. I'll protect myself as best as possible. Majoring in minor things. Thank you, Queen. So here's the thing. And I'm going to be wrapping this up very, very shortly. In the next 10 minutes or so. So get your questions in. Another line or phrase that Coach Corey Wayne uses is people spend too much time majoring in minor things, right? What's an example of majoring in a minor thing? Dream, I can't even talk. I'll use an example again, Dream. You say you want to move forward. You want to get rid of the drama, but you keep feeding into the drama, right? You keep cutting their videos. You keep bringing those drama people on your panel, right? And if you keep doing that, in essence, you're majoring in a minor thing that's not going to get you anywhere, right? And like I said yesterday, I'm looking for people to play on the varsity team. And so is JB. We're not here looking for the junior varsity squad. We're not looking for the freshmen or the sophomores. We're looking for the juniors and more so the seniors, right? This is the varsity team. This isn't AAA or the minor leagues. This is the major leagues. We're looking for people that want to play in the major leagues, not AAA. You want to play in AAA, that's on you. You want to play in the big leagues, then stop majoring in minor things, right? Do what you got to do. And I understand, Dream, you love entertainment, right? And you love to entertain people, right? Dream, you can entertain people by not feeding into these drama people, right? When you feed into them, it gets you nowhere. It gets you no new traction. And people that are there for the right reasons are going to start to walk away. Just like they walked away from me, Dream. I'll give you an example. I used to do the same thing you did, or you're doing, right? I built a pretty good sized audience a couple years ago when I came back on this channel, right? What happened? I kept feeding in the drama. What happened to my audience? Poof, they vanished. They didn't want to deal with the drama, right? I'm just saying, dude. You can grow bigger and better. You can entertain people while throwing down truth bombs, kind of like I do, and do it in a better way by not feeding into these people. And don't give them any content that they can use against you, right? Think about what you do before you do it. That's what I've been doing lately. As I think about what I do, I'm not saying I didn't in the past. In the past, I was more reckless because I didn't understand how everything you do on this platform can and will be used against you in the court of YouTube, right? It can and will be used against you in the court of YouTube. It will. Responding to drama YouTubers with no real clout gets you nowhere. Nothing to gain from feeding into them. They don't have a real audience. They have audiences of trolls. They have an echo chamber, JB. And the echo chamber is the best way. When I heard that phrase, I heard that from that dude's channel I went on with 22K subs, the rogue internet man, right? Well, he was going after that group, and he called them the echo chamber, right? And I'm like, that's the perfect way to describe it. It's an echo chamber because it's the same group, primarily consisting of 25 or 30 regulars and a few others that come in from time to time that go from channel to channel to channel to channel to channel. There's nothing to gain from that because their audience is set. Their audience is never going to grow past that, so there's nothing to gain. And even if you were to gain something, those people are not they're going to thumb you down. They're going to ruin your average view duration. They're not the right people for your channel. JB, you've been right all along about this. You tried to tell me this while I was with Dana. I remember one time I was at Dana's place. It was a Friday night. I'll tell you how good my memory is, JB, before I wrap this up. I was at Dana's place, and I ordered some food from Cattleman's, a steakhouse in Northern California, one of the best damn steakhouses ever, right? She had one near her area in a town called Petaluma. And as I was driving to pick up the food that we ordered, right, I was driving by myself. She was at home doing other things, right? You were live, so I came on your show, right? And you were talking about the sub for sub, the James Cox, and all that. And for the most part, you were right. You were probably completely right. Now, I used that group I use that group for networking purposes, but most people don't. But at the end of the day, the things that you've said about sub for sub, the things that you've said about drama, echo chambers, all that stuff, 100% true. I remember. You see, here's the thing. When I look back now, this guy was probably trying to be sincere to me and get me to understand this years ago. Had I understood this years ago and learned it years ago, him and I would have been probably both further ahead than we already are. Like, he's further ahead than me, but I would have been probably further ahead than I am. But live and learn, right? Better late than never, right? The entire first 8 months of our relationship, I was sick and she was there for me. That's wifey material. Now, we only live once. She's good to me and it seems to mesh well. That's good, dude. I'm happy for you. I'm proud and happy, man. Bingo, you get it now. Live and learn. No, dude, I totally get it. That's why these people say, okay, JB's going to screw you over. Dream's going to leave you. If they do, so the fuck what, right? I'm not saying they are, and I'm not telling them to leave, right? I'm not giving them a reason to leave, but if they want to leave on their own, so what? If they're using me, which I don't think they are, so what, right? These people don't get it, JB, that it's the way I react to things, regardless of what happens, that matters. Whether people stick around or not, right? It's my reaction. And that's what makes them money. And they're not getting that, right? And if you haven't noticed, I'll tell you, they're struggling. They're struggling for content because they're not getting anything, right? And see, Dream, when you can learn that and stop giving them content like I used to, then you're going to starve them further. You're the only one, Dream, that's keeping these guys in business. Barely, right? That's exactly what they want, a reaction. Yep. Even if you respond to them professionally and maturely, they look at it as a reaction, right? You can't even respond to these people, right? Anyway, folks, we are at 1 hour and 22 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. JB, I want to thank you for the super chats and becoming a channel member. I'm going to do my best to create some members-only content soon. I'm going to check out your channel. If you have memberships there, Dream, you willing to become a member on JB's channel if he has them activated? Part of my reason for going on vacation is because I felt like I was responding to them too often. I needed to step back and reset. Well, that's good, dude. Go play some blackjack and some craps. Some 7 stud. Have some drinks. You know, the last time I was in Nevada, I was in Tahoe with Dana. This was a few months before we split up. We had a good time. Played some blackjack, won some money, had some drinks, had a good time, man. It's nice to get away. If you ever get a chance, JB, you want a romantic place to take your woman, if you want to, do like a special honeymoon or a secondary one, take your woman to North Shore or South Shore Tahoe. North Shore is more beautiful. It's more quiet. There's only a few casinos in North Shore, but it's more quiet. It's beautiful. You want a little more action, you go to South Lake Tahoe. But you want to take your woman on a romantic getaway, come to Northern California. Yes, you're going to be in the feminist capital of the world pretty much, but it's beautiful, man. And then you could try to hunt down Mr. and Mrs. Ka, because they live in that area. I'm looking at a nice home in Henderson, Nevada, to possibly move to in summertime if I choose to move again. Henderson is in southern Nevada near Vegas, isn't it? Before I go off the air, I believe Henderson is in south Nevada, southern Nevada, near Vegas, right? It's much cheaper to live in that area. Now, there are many cheaper areas to live in northern Nevada as well, but Lake Tahoe is one of the more expensive areas. It's like living in the Bay Area. Henderson is north of Vegas. Yeah, yeah. Right, but it's in southern Vegas. It's not in northern. Sorry, it's in southern Nevada. I mean, not northern Nevada, like Reno and that area. Yeah, yeah. Don't they have a bunch of new subdivisions out there in Henderson? I know they've been building out in that area, in that entire Vegas area for decades now. Reno would be cheaper. Tahoe, dude, Tahoe is going to be too expensive. Tahoe, you're looking at prices like where I live. You're looking at $1 million+ homes, $700,000-800,000 homes for tiny shacks. Like the Lake Tahoe area, dude, is just like the Bay Area, with a nice, beautiful, clean lake surrounding it. Dude, you're not going to get a house to rent in Tahoe for $3K. I'm telling you that right now. No way. Not the kind of house you want. You might get a shack to rent for $3K in Tahoe, depending on where you go. But no. You're looking at 4 to 5 to 6K or even more, maybe 7K per month. It's not worth it, man. It'll eat you up. Now, if you start making more money, like millions, that's a different story. Yeah. Yeah, well, if you're that close, hey, maybe I'll come out there during the summer at some point and maybe drink and fly out. We could do like a week of shows and gambling and having some drinks. I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. Last time I went to Vegas, I won like almost $2,000 playing blackjack on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I can't go 7K per month. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm just saying that the Tahoe area is like the San Francisco Bay Area. It's nice to visit. You can get cheap rooms because any casino has cheap rooms because they want you to show up and take your money at the table, right? Or in the slots, right? But renting there or buying there, it's just like the Bay Area here, just like the San Francisco Bay Area. Now it just jumped up to 9. Lewis Fuller, 43. What are you saying? Lewis, what are you talking about? Are you talking about thumbs up? Oh, thumbs up. Okay. Thank you, Lewis. We can get drunk and have fun. No need to drive home that night. That's right. We can just walk. No Uber or Lyft. Yeah. Lots of possibilities. All right, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. I will more than likely be back at some point tonight with a studio stream. I'm not sure what time it'll be. I may have a few phone calls to take tonight. So more than likely, if I do stream tonight, it'll probably be around 1 or 2 a.m. Eastern, 10 or 11 p.m. Pacific. That's still early in my neck of the woods. And Lewis, that means I'll be able to still get enough sleep and make your stream tomorrow. Sorry, I've been missing them lately. I don't know, now it's back down to 8. That's okay. No big deal. Later, JB. Thank you for stopping by. Best of luck to you, man. I look forward to seeing that video, man. Congratulations to you. That's awesome, man. That's exactly what I want. No joke. Thank you to Queen for being here. Thank you to Lewis for being here. Thank you to American Dream 1.5 for the super chats as well. Once again, thank you, JB, for the super chats and the channel membership. We'll definitely get you when you come back. And anyone else that I missed. We are ending this right now at 1 hour and 29 minutes, just shy of an hour and a half. Have a good one, folks. We'll see you more than likely later tonight, if not tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. We're out. Peace out.